For as long as I can remember, I've always been behind. I've always been the lesser one. Every time I try to come up, I feel like I am ready to be on top. Something or someone makes me feel less of myself. And unfortunately, I believe it. For years, I've been carrying this notion that I'm not good enough. You can't be good enough no matter how hard you try. You can never be good enough because you just have what it takes to be what you say you want to be. You're not one of those stars. You're just meant to be one of those who sits behind the bench and cheers the winners on. So I thought. But until recently, I found football. Football has always been special to me. It has been my friend, my word, and my therapist. In my darkest period, football saved me. In light of that, I fell in love with the game. I decided to train to become a professional. I enrolled in an academy, but my love for the sport was soon tested. Apparently, I wasn't talented, strong, or qualified enough to be trained. I was broken. But I won't back down. Football is my dream, and all dreams must be fulfilled. That's why I'm starting a mandatory program to better myself. Because honestly, I can't blame them, because I haven't given them anything to look at. But that is all about change. I am ready to take a step to better myself. It's my time to shine. I'm tired of sitting down and cheering for those who excel in their positions. It's time for me to excel as well. It's time for me to take the bull by its horns and have a hell of a ride. And most of you, when you watch this video, or when you see this video, you might just bypass it. But if you do watch this video, I want you to know that you're viewing progress. It's not just any regular YouTube video that you just see to make yourself feel good. This is someone's actual life. So please, if you're going to watch this video, I want you to watch this and actually feel something good from this video. Even though it's going to take time for this video to go viral, I will wait, because I've been waiting for years. And in line of that, I have learned that patience is a very huge key to excel. And at the same time, too much patience can ruin you. So I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of sitting down behind the clouds, just waiting for a miracle to happen. Because I have learned that miracles don't happen. You go about to create room for such miracle to happen. So welcome to my journey to excel. It may not be much, but no matter how little or small the steps may seem, as long as you've taken a measure to become better, it will have impact. So thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and if you feel the need, share this video. And welcome to Vicky's journey. Thank you.
Just wanna be with you. Just wanna be with you. Just Just wanna be with you. Just wanna be with you. Just wanna Just wanna be with you. Just wanna be with you.
finally done with the challenge. 7 days of intense squatting and push-ups. It paid off. I can now see good structure on my arms and on my thighs. But I decided that, hey, why don't I do one more just to make it day 8? And I really didn't do much, but I just felt like squatting and doing push-ups because I have grown to love it. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey, and this is not the end of the series. This is just episode 1, and there's more to come, so stay tuned and God bless.